almost certainly the 4, but let's play our 1s. Okay? Not Gardner Minshew. It's Minshew. There you go. Calvin Joseph, no. Right into the arms of Devontae Smith. Big play for Philadelphia. There's Tyree Jackson. I hope that knee injury is not as bad as it looked. The converted quarterback from the MAC in Buffalo. His first catch in the NFL is a touchdown at 7-0. Dak. Amari Cooper. Wide open on 4th and 3. Big conversion. Cedric Wilson. They've had injury issues throughout the year. Remember, Michael Gallup got hurt in the first week. Now, obviously, he had the ACL issue. But Wilson's made the most of his opportunities. Here, though, that's PI, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
Well, not if they don't call it. Look like little CD Lamb shoulder there. Anyway, touchdown pass means that Dallas has scored 486 points. It's a new franchise record. 10-7. Dallas is leading. That's Devontae Smith. That's the most receiving yards by a rookie in Philadelphia Eagle franchise history. They would tie the game on a field goal a bit later. Prescott winds it up. CD Lamb. Tough catch in traffic. That's a tough dude. Not the biggest guy, but he is a tough runner across the middle. Absorbs the contact, and they move it down the field. Approaching the red zone. Who needs the red zone? We got the end zone. That's Wilson. Touchdown again. Dallas is up 17-10. Eagles, though, they were game. They tied things back up. Now Dallas has got a free play, and Prescott finds Cooper, who makes the grab, and then Dalton Schultz. He's had a big year. Dallas would miss the extra point. They get a stop, and then we get a bit of a shank there. Dallas has blocked more punts than anybody. Maybe Philadelphia feeling that pressure, whatever it is. They give Dallas a short field and time to do something with it. Dak, there's number 1 again, immediately into the red zone. You want 3? Who wants 3 when we can get 6? There's Schultz again, 13 points in the final 2 minutes of the half, and that really put this game on ice. It's 30-17. It's now a 30-20 game. Dak again. There's Wilson, 5 grabs, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Later in the drive, 4th and 1. Corey Clement. Philadelphia fans will remember him fondly forever for his role in that Super Bowl winning team. And all alone on 1st and goal. With that touchdown, Dak sets a new franchise record. The most in a season with 37, his 5th of the game, a new career high. And Dallas would go on to roll to a 51-26 victory. Now they wait to find out what happens with Tampa Bay, with San Francisco, and with the Rams. They finished 6-0 against the NFC East, outscoring their opponents by better than 20 a game. The average of 40 or more a game is the most since the merger, and this is where things sit at the moment. We know Green Bay is the one no matter what, but now Dallas just has to wait and see what happens to those teams who they need to lose in front of them. Here's Mike McCarthy. All right, you play the 1s. Okay, but you played the 1s for a long time. He was asked about that afterwards.
Well, I think a lot of factors and variables go into these decisions, no different for us, no different for Philadelphia. So, I mean, every team does what they feel that they need to do. It's in their best interest, short-term and long-term, and that's really the way we looked at it. So we talked about it Sunday, after last week's game. We all felt clearly this was the best things the players wanted to play. I mean, the players, even the guys that didn't play wanted to play. So I think that tells you where we are as a football team. So, and that's exciting. So this was the right thing for us to do, and I'm glad the way it turned out.
Tim Hasselbeck with us in studio. We were talking a lot about this off air. I thought the Aaron Rodgers conversation he has weekly with McAfee is interesting because he talked about being in this spot a couple of years ago, and if you sit and then you come out rusty, people are like, why don't you play? Yeah. They're probably the 4 no matter what.
Yeah.
But they play, and they play well. Context matters. Who'd you go against? Or maybe it doesn't matter. You tell me, the confidence that they got, the rhythm, the tempo and stuff that they got. You heard Dak talk about it. You think it's valuable?
I think the confidence is way better than the context,
okay,
to your point.
And the reason I say that is you get this experience of full speed, yes, against backups, but full speed in a 2-minute drive situation before the half.
2 of them.
A couple of red zone opportunities when, at this point in the season, red zone is barely above half speed when you're doing it in practice. And so to get confidence for a guy like Cedric Wilson, who could end up having a huge role in the postseason, and for a quarterback that, look, I don't think that he's played as poorly as many people have kind of made it out to be. With that being said, he acknowledged, hey, I do hear people talking about this slump that I've been in at times. So, yeah, I think that there is momentum. No, you can't roll the points over to next week, but there is momentum in terms of how the offense plays, I believe.
It's just wild, though, because you think coming out of these bowl games, right, you talk about opt-outs and the game doesn't matter. And, maybe this doesn't matter. Maybe they're the 4 at the end of it. But if he gets hurt, they crush him. McCarthy gets crushed for that. I'm not saying they shouldn't have. I'm just saying that they saw the value, the benefit in it clearly, because they're out there after the game's largely put to bed, late third quarter, early fourth.
Yeah, and it's fair to say, it's only valuable and helpful if you come out of it clean.
Sure.
Because as we're watching it, I said, it's probably time for him to exit this ball game.
It did get a little late. And I don't know if, Zeke got over 1,000. I'm surely there's some marks that you're trying to hit, but next week matters, right?
It sure does. Yeah, I thought it was the right time to take him out. We'll put it that way.
There you go. And now they sit back and wait. And at the end of it all, maybe they're the 4, but at worst, they've got a home game and they get a little bit of momentum on their side tonight. All right, we got some Chiefs to talk about a little bit later.
Let's do it.
All right. That's a team.